Okay, so some random kid handed me this notebook. So I decided to read through his chicken scratch. And I realized that's something worth documenting. So I'm going to write about my experience at tech school in my auto collision class in this random notebook that I got from this kid. I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. It kind of sounds weird on paper. But who knows? Maybe this will add up to something. Oh, and my name's Kyle, by the way. Honestly, I never really thought I'd make it in here. So on my first day, of course, I was a little nervous, and I tried to put on a character. So you're a woman, and you like cars? Hey, Mr. Teach, what's this shit box supposed to be? Yo, you low-key chill as bro. Got Insta? Alright, so, Yeah, I used the slap shift manual mode in my car once. It was pretty sick.
Yo, respectfully, can you, shut the hell up for, 5 seconds, bro? Class just started. I'm not trying to hear all that.
Hey, man. Leave her alone. Let's go, ho. So that right there is Anthony. And apparently this journal guy, hates him. He has all these drawings and scribblings of, him, with no head and stuff like that. Or I think it's him with no head. And bunch of... Whatever, right. He hates him. I do as well. But I never, cut his head off. But, whatever, right? The class has him in a group chat, not me. See how backwards that is? It's basically what I'm trying to get at. It's also backwards that it's behead. I probably should turn this in. I mean, at least I was on the same page as the teacher. Anthony was gone in the first few weeks. Pretty sure it was because of his grades and attendance. The dude was never there, and I doubt he did anything. But I don't know, it could be the teacher, Because Mr. Flincher always cringed his face up around him. Oh, and that was the teacher's name, by the way. Forgot to mention that. I'm not really too good with names. But honestly, I was there. And I felt like I was doing something right by, being here. A lot of students applying, they don't, and they get rejected and all this other stuff. So I'm just glad I'm here, right? At the end of the day, that's all I need. Yo, you smoke? No, sorry. Good. Stay away from drugs. Name's Aaron. Cool. Okay, wait, so hold on. I'm flipping through this journal, right? And I realize I have way too many similarities with this journal kid. I don't mean it in a cool way either. I'm a bum just like he is, right? Except I work on cars and so I'm not as lame and I'm better in that way. But damn, dude, I'm just as insecure as this. Nah, something's gotta change. In collision repair, the frame and the body are the two major categories when classifying the repair area of a vehicle. The body can be as simple as, well, a fender with a few dents and scratches, while the frame can rip you from your rear to your insides. Now, I'm not going to brown sugarcoat it. Most of you will be out by the first semester. So let's do some plastic repair while we can. Oh my god, that's gonna happen right now. But we're gonna go over frame types first. And then safety. And you will have a test on both back to back on the same day. Nope. I'm not gonna bore you with the testing montage. I know what you want to see. Let's just blow this whole thing over. Let's get to work. Now, the first time I worked on a car at this class involved me taking apart the wiper fluid assembly. Lots of hoses and the little black pieces that are up on the hood wouldn't fit from under the hood because you had to pull them from under it. and it was kind of an annoying process, but for a virgin, I made it fit, and I damn sure enjoyed it with no help at all. Sorry, it was just too easy. Another thing I did was helping 20 other people sand the same car so it could be set for painting. Although the teacher didn't like everyone doing one thing, it was the only thing to do because there was only like 3 second-year students that were even qualified to paint the car, and there wasn't other like crap work that we could do. And after a while, after like a few weeks of being in the shop, working on a multitude of like other different like things, I realized this is different from my life at regular school. Well, yes, that may seem obvious. No, it's mainly how it felt. It was almost like a sense of community or like equality. Like we were such different people, yet we all agreed cars were fucking badass and like always will be badass. Like cars are just the coolest things ever. But the funny thing is, we all had different views on the situation. You know, like at school, people would only talk to me as like the last resort type of friend or the what's it called, floater friend. I think that's what it is. That's like the term. Usually stammering on about some nonsense, then I have no other choice but to stammer back. Here, however, felt different. Like I wasn't being pushed off for once. Like I was actually involved in something besides the group chat, which I really don't care because I'm a dry texter anyway. But there was also other bonuses to this class, like learning plastic repair. First, we cut up an old plastic bumper that, we don't really use. And then we take a piece of that, purposely damage it, get a plastic ribbon, metal backing, and a plastic welding shoe, and just use the heat to melt the ribbon to the base plastic. I mean, that's kind of like the simplified version. There's like a few other steps to it, like you gotta wash the part first and all this other stuff. But it felt different. It all felt different is what I was trying to say. And sorry I went off on this like rant or whatever, but just go and do it. Go for it is what I'm basically trying to say. Yes, you do it. Go for it. All right. It's not too late. Don't put too much pressure on yourself and just do it. Try at least. Like when I signed up for this tech school stuff, like I wasn't accepted the first time in my junior year, so I had to take it my senior year. You'll never know. You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid. Oh, like this one time we accidentally went too far and cut something important. This was to an old lady's Camry. Janice is gonna be pissed. Wait, hold on, wait, or like that, the one kid, like I saw him burn the shit out of his hand once. Honestly, ew, why did I say that? That was disgusting. That was honestly kind of scary. I don't know why I said that. Ugh.
All right, the subcommittee will be in order. This morning, we're continuing with our oversight hearings to the occupational safety and health.
In an effort to stem this tide of injury, disease, and death, Congress created the Occupational Safety and Health Administration in 1970. In creating OSHA, Congress affirmed the right of every working man and woman to safe and healthful working conditions.
They have not only the right to expect, it's the law that they should be able to go to their work in the morning, give the employer so many hours for so much money, and be able to go home to their family that night the same way they walked in the door that morning.
Any questions before I go any further? Come on. You gotta have something. You over there. Come on, no stupid questions.
Me?
Yeah, you. Oh, what's your name exactly? Oh, good, I was waiting for someone to ask. Quincy. And I'm here to teach workplace safety. Any more questions? Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. Why did I decide to write about getting my OSHA certification whilst I was in tech school? Because it's like part of the course. Well, it made me realize this kind of quote that I came up with. I don't know if it's being used somewhere else as well, but I kind of thought of this. Think before others do, right? So what it means is like, think about yourself and your actions and what they can do, whilst also looking to see what other people may do whilst you are thinking over your actions or you know what I'm saying, right? Because one simple change can affect you in ways you couldn't realize. I didn't wear my seatbelt. Now my dog is missing. I think he might have flew out when I was doing a pull in my brand new Ford Mustang GT. With the RTR package, of course. And now he's ready to rock. With God in heaven. Yeah. That's deep, bro. Okay, well, not in like that type of scary ass, worrisome like way. I mean, like, remember, actions have consequences. Most seem to forget that now. And you know, you never really could see into the future. I mean, people will literally bully someone to death online. Literally. And then wonder why nobody wants to talk to them, or they whine and complain when a minor inconvenience crosses their path in life. Or they think they can make jokes about something like a national tragedy and then think car accident jokes are too full. It's either all or nothing, right? You know, that's how I see it, at least. And like, yeah, I get it. Humor is subjective, right? Like, I'm pretty sure most of you people don't even find me funny. But, you know, I used to be like that. Not like, well, I never killed anybody. Or I never laugh at someone actually dying, you know. But, like, I used to be like that type of ass. Like, I couldn't dish out what I couldn't take. And, you know, that still kind of follows me. It's just now I don't see it as I'm like learning a lesson. I just see it right now as I'm at the test, right? Like, I'm putting all my chips in the boat. Like, I'm putting everything together. What the hell was that? So, yeah. Reconsider if you feel hesitation, not dedication, you know? There is a difference in feeling. Alright? This is what it is. Yeah, I have this video where this guy gets pulled into a machine and his arm... I can see you all looking at me. What about a guy losing his eye? Give us the test. Well, there is no test, Mr. Foulmouth. CJ. Only 3 more classes of this, CJ. CJ, bitch. Now, how far should a ladder be from a building? Also, be careful out there. You may accidentally change someone's everything, maybe for good or for bad. Hopefully, you do it for the good, right? Right? Be safe out there, I guess. I'm OSHA certified, so like I could say that. Can I? Now we get to the end of the year. After welding, estimates, soldering, metal filler work, and damn, I've learned a lot. But, you know, of course you can only learn so much. So, you know, now it's time for the real world. And I'm going to talk about my last day in the shop. Kind of looked around a bit. The cars, the welding stations, the old ass storage unit outside, and the old Mitsubishi i4 block that just kind of rots in there, along with the various other body panels, you know, hoods and fenders. And it had me thinking, like, while it was fun getting to know everybody and, you know, getting my hands dirty and, yeah, all that, this is, of course, you know, the end. So, said my pieces, and we all headed off different ways. Where everybody else went, I really don't know, and within a week, I won't really care. But I know I went to the bus to go back to my home school. When I got back, I smashed through my finals. And I mean smashed. And then I went out of the classroom and this kid gave me his notebook. Actually, I remember hearing something about he immediately got his shit rocked after that, like over some dick pic or something. Or I'm pretty sure, was it that Anthony kid that got kicked out within the first few weeks? I'm pretty sure he did that. I don't know what that's about. A friend told me that. I remember that. Yeah, a friend told me that, and he said the group chat, like the group chat that I'm not in, was going crazy. Saying he was trying to something about jealousy or something. But like I said, I don't really care. So I've just been writing this notebook for the past few hours. reminiscing through some highlights of my year, just as, he also did in this notebook. And while I wasn't as descriptive as I wanted to be, I feel like you could be able to fill this in with like your own memories and your own experiences. But, you can't really reminisce on the past for too long, because you already know what happened. You can only see how far you've come or how far you've fallen. And with that, wait, what the hell? Mason's number. Who could this be? Only one way to find out. Oh, who is that? Ugh. He's not answering. What if I text him? Oh, it's too early for this shit. I just want a pissing sleep. Who is blowing me? Oh shit. Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you respond? I don't fuck with unknown numbers. Now who are you? Kyle, meet me at the Walmart by Forts in What Park at 6. Could you pick me up? My car kind of broke down. Okay. Kyle? Yeah. Name's Mason. Hand over the evidence. What? I'll fill you in once I buy some lighter fluid. Okay. Can I have a piece? No. But I will tell you my story. Okay, so I know you heard about my ass getting whooped by this kid named Anthony. Well, this is why. Give me the cheese. So one of my friends vapes, and he would pass it on to him in the bathroom, and I actually got him to stop doing it. It took a while, but when he stopped doing it, this dickhead Anthony already didn't like me. Yeah, that guy was an ass. Yeah, but you see, he had more of an incentive to kind of cross me out because he stopped receiving vapes. And I guess thing one must have told him that I was up to it. And he was my day one, as a matter of fact. Like why are we trying to do that? Yeah. And he convinced my other day one to leave. Gotta get some more of that cheese. Thanks. So I decided, fuck it, right? I got my ass whooped for it. And I also later found out that he was trying to send his dick to my girl, but then clicked the wrong bitch, causing him to switch schools. I'm talking about Anthony now. Rumor spread, and so did his ego. You mean ego? That too. Which caused me to do something drastic. I found out that he had a pool party on the last day of school, after he whooped my ass and everything, so I managed to get my cousin Dre to drop me off so I could crash his party. And you got your ass kicked even more? Yep. Sounds like your anger's getting to you. Now she's not responding. Who? Sarah. My girl, she started to talk to me out of nowhere, and it turns out it was kind of just like revenge for what Anthony tried to do, because he was actually one of her friends. And I mean, she wanted me in the first place, but like, I don't know if she's, I don't know. Okay, well, you never mentioned her. She's mine. That's all you need to know. Okay. But yeah, I said some stuff in this notebook. We gotta burn it. Okay.
Mason!
Glad I found you. Ray made up some stuff about you. I knew they weren't true. What the fuck are you?
Sorry, my name is Thomas. I've been friends with Mason since the 5th grade. Wait, I remember you. Kill yourself! He dropped his pretzel. That's the least of his worries. You know, I just start enjoying alone time. I mean, well, I kind of had to. Nobody was there. I was either ghosted or turned on, and while I wrote with humbleness in my notebook, I knew how I truly felt, and I feel kind of dumb for never really saying anything about it to anyone, and just let the silence get louder, you know? And, honestly, that's what I kind of saw in the flame, you know, just taking in oxygen, just there, not really knowing what it does, just wanting to be free, yet unintentionally pushing everyone away to where I just end up with all questions. But that's what keeps me going. The need for answers. Really messes you up seeing your friends get slimed out. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. I apologize. For what? Can a motherfucker just apologize? Well, now you gotta apologize again. So, you know that girl I was talking about? I didn't really mention her much, but it's for good reason. I'd like tried to do the apology stuff with her, and she didn't respond to the apology. And I kind of thought about it for a minute and was like, so what? I got played. It's nothing new. Tried and failed and, you know, whatnot. But damn, wasn't it a good confidence booster. And probably a lesson on transparency. Remember, life is beautiful, and you're part of it. I don't know why I want to put that there, just kind of motivational. Just throw the credits. So he's burning that gay-ass notebook? I guess. Do you know what it says? Nope. No idea.